You may have heard the term heart rate variability, or HRV, and it sounds pretty technical, but basically it really refers to that space of time between heartbeats and your heart's ability to vary that space of time between heartbeats as you need it. So, HRV, or heart rate variability, is referring to the variation of that time of space between heartbeats. And in a healthy, resilient person, that length of time between heartbeats varies slightly. When you think about it, when you are relaxed or when you are resting, your heartbeat is slower, as opposed to when you are exercising or when you are feeling stress, your heart rate may be higher. So if you consider faster heartbeat as opposed to slower heartbeat, it's not difficult to understand that the amount of time between heartbeats will be different. Your heart's ability to vary that amount of time in between heartbeats reflects how well you can adapt to a situation, to any situation. How well can your heart adapt from a relaxed state to a state where maybe you're in danger or maybe you experience high stress? Can your heart take that kind of change with resilience without much struggle? This is especially important not just for overall health, but also when we talk about our ability to deal with stress, our resilience to stress. Stressful situations, stressors, can present themselves at any time. You may go from a completely relaxed state to one where you are in danger, or one where you are very stressed very quickly. The goal is, the ideal situation is for your heart to be able to accommodate that. It's the same thing going in the other direction. If you were exercising, for example, and your heart rate was high and you stop exercising, you want your heart rate to change fairly quickly. You don't want your heart to continue beating fast after you stopped exercising. You want that heart rate to go down. Of course, it will go down gradually, but the goal is for your heart rate to return to its resting heart rate. We want to be able to accommodate any types of changes, whether that means going from a resting state to one of exercise or a resting state to one of getting away from danger. We want to be able to handle that physically. Generally speaking, people with high HRV are reported to be happier and less stressed. This may be in part because they're able to adapt to change and to different situations with more ease. This is great if you're looking to better manage stress in your life. On the flip side of that coin, low HRV is an indicator of either current or future health issues. So we all want to work on improving our HRV. One way of improving HRV may be through exercise, especially cardiovascular exercise. But another way to improve your HRV is through breathing exercises, specifically coherent breathing. So the idea with this kind of breathing exercise is to aim for 6 breaths per minute. So if you do some quick math, that means you want your breath, each breath, that means breathing in and breathing out, to last about 10 seconds. 10 times 6 gives you 60 seconds, which is your 6 breaths per minute. What I suggest you start doing is to breathe in for the count of 4, or roughly 4 seconds, and breathe out for the count of 6, or roughly 6 seconds. That gives you the 10-second breath. You want to make sure your exhale is a little bit longer than your inhale. So breathe in for a count of 4 seconds, and breathe out for the count of 6, or 6 seconds. So you want to do this. Start by doing this for 1 minute at a time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Work your way up to 5 or 10 minutes. It's not difficult. All you're doing is breathing, but this is a tremendous opportunity to improve your HRV and therefore your ability to handle change, to handle stress, to improve your resilience. This may be one of the easiest tools, breathing exercises, that you will ever put in your stress management toolbox. When is the best time to use it? Well, if you anticipate stress, a stressor, a stressful situation, that's a good way to do it. Maybe a couple of minutes before you face something that would be stressful to you. After a stressful situation, that's also a good time to engage in some intentional, purposeful breathing exercises. Before going to bed, so that you can calm yourself, calm your system, and at the same time work on improving your HRV. Remember, 5 to 10 minutes can be a tremendous help to you. If you find yourself doing this a couple of times a day or multiple times throughout the day, you will see results even faster. But I suggest to you doing this on a daily basis, and it won't be long before you start to feel a difference in your own ability to be calm, in your own ability to calm down after a stressful situation. This may improve your sleep. Give it a couple of weeks, and I think you may be pleasantly surprised about how this simple breathing exercise can be helpful to your resilience to stress and the world around you. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the links below.